Dyfed is a preserved county of Wales. It was created on 1 April 1974, as an amalgamation of the three pre-existing counties of Cardiganshire, Carmarthenshire and Pembrokeshire. It was abolished 22 years later, on 1 April 1996, when the three original counties were reinstated, Cardiganshire being renamed Ceredigion the following day. The name Dyfed is retained for certain ceremonial and other purposes. It is a mostly rural county in southwestern Wales with a coastline on the Irish Sea and the Bristol Channel. History: Dyfed is a preserved county of Wales. It was originally created as an administrative county council on 1 April 1974 under the terms of the Local Government Act 1972, and covered approximately the same geographic extent as the ancient Principality of Dyfed, although excluding the Gower Peninsula and the area west of the River Towy. The choice of the name Dyfed was based on the historic name given to the region once settled by the Irish Dyfed and today known as Pembrokeshire. Modern Dyfed was formed from the administrative counties of Cardiganshire, Carmarthenshire, Pembrokeshire and was divided into the following local government districts: Dyfed County Council. The county town and administrative headquarters of Dyfed was Carmarthen, whilst the largest settlement was Llanelli. Other significant centres of population included Haverford, West Milford Haven and Aberystwyth. The first election to Dyfed County Council was held in April 1973, and the vast majority of the councillors elected had been members of one of the three previous county authorities which were merged to create Dyfed, namely Cardiganshire, Carmarthenshire and Pembrokeshire. The independents gained a majority and retained this at subsequent elections. At the 1977 election, Plaid Cymru gained some ground, although not to the extent that was seen in parts of the South Wales valleys in that year. On 1 April 1996, under the Local Government Act 1994, Dyfed County Council was broken up and the resultant councils were based on the ancient counties, now restored for administrative purposes. Cardiganshire, the council of which renamed itself Ceredigion the following day, Carmarthenshire and Pembrokeshire. The name Dyfed was retained for such purely ceremonial purposes as the Lord Lieutenancy in the name of some regional bodies such as Dyfed Powys, Police. Geography: Dyfed has a long coast on the Irish Sea to the west and the Bristol Channel to the south. It is bounded by the preserved counties of Gwynedd to the north, Powys to the east and West Glamorgan to the southeast. Cardiganshire, the northernmost part of Dyfed, has a narrow coastal strip and the Cambrian Mountains cover much of the east of the county. The highest point is Plynlimmon at 2,467 feet, on the slopes of which 5 rivers have their sources: the Severn, the Wye, the Dulles, the Lieutenant and the Rheidol, the last 3 of which flow westwards to the Irish Sea. Further south in Cardiganshire the land is less mountainous, and the River Tywi forms the border with Carmarthenshire for part of its length. Carmarthenshire, the southeastern part of Dyfed, is mostly hilly, except for the river valleys and coastal strip. Forest Fawr and Black Mountain extend into the east of Carmarthenshire and the Cambrian Mountains into the north. The highest point in Carmarthenshire is Llanbracen Yog, 2,631 feet, on the border with Powys. The River Towy is the largest river and drains into the Bristol Channel, as do the River Lucker, the River Gwyndraith and the River Tar. Carmarthenshire has a long coastline which is deeply cut by the estuaries of the Lucker, Gwyndraith, Towy and Tar. The south coast has many fishing villages and sandy beaches, and the eastern part around Llanelli and Buryport is more industrial. Pembrokeshire, the southwestern part of Dyfed, juts out into the Irish Sea and has a long, much indented coastline. It does not have the mountains found in other parts of Dyfed but much of the interior is still hilly. In the north of the Preseli Hills, a wide stretch of high moorland. The highest point in the Preseli Hills is Foyle CWM Sowan at 1,759 feet, and this is the highest point in Pembrokeshire. The largest river is the River Cleddau, which has two main branches which join to form the day.The estuary, which forms the important harbour of Milford Haven, which enters the sea at the southwestern corner of the county. The areas around the River Cleddau are mainly level, low-lying land with many inlets and creeks. The coastline of Pembrokeshire has cliffs in places, and numerous bays and sandy beaches. The county contains the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park, which contains the 186-mile walking trail, the Pembrokeshire Coast Path.